Welcome back, everybody. It's been a couple of weeks since I last played Parkitect. I decided to take a short little break and post some other montages and stuff between or since the last time that I played Parkitect. But it is good to be back. I believe this is episode 15, if I'm correct. I mean, that's a lot of episodes. This is 17 weeks straight that I've uploaded. That's the most so far that I've done. The longest streak anyways. So far I do not have a name for this park. I've got honestly no clue on what I want to name it. I would in this stream I was sort of joking around with a bunch of the rides, and I would name them Enterprise or Enterprise 2.0 or something like that, and I ended up raising the original Enterprise to $10, and people still flooded to the ride. So I mean, I kind of think they should change that, or at least fix it. Not that many people get upset over the price of that ride compared to any of the other rides, really. But regardless, I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do to get this over, and try to not have a 6-episode length for one park, sort of like the last one. The last one I believe was Yeehaw Park, and it is definitely my favorite that I've done so far, just from the aesthetic of it. And I did a little bit more research and made the building sort of after real life buildings at some point, and I thought that was pretty cool to go about doing that. And some of it was even just creativity and just me doing it myself. For instance, what you see right now is the entrance to the park, and I just wanted sort of like this grand entrance that you would see typically at a theme park or like Six Flags or whatever it may be. And I was just sort of playing around with it, and because this is sort of a jungle kind of area, or at least it reminds me of one, that's why I went with the colors that you see, which is, I think it's a yellow and then a dark brown. And that theme does not stay for the entire park. As soon as I branch off from this first area, it's already all over the place. None of it matches. And I think it's pretty interesting. You'll see me still mess around with things here and there, because it does sort of look incomplete, and I was trying to find something to fix it, make it look slightly better. And I think the borders ended up doing that for me. But if you got any suggestions, go ahead and comment down below, and I will go through those. I do love going through and reading everyone's comments and seeing what they have to say, whether it's about the series or just the uploads in general, or the streams, or whatever it may be. I do have a lot of fun going through and reading you guys' tips and tricks and all of that. I am going to need help naming this, so if you want to just drop a comment below, whatever you think this park should be named, I'll take it into consideration, because I don't think I can come up with a name for this one. Usually it comes to me rather quickly, but for this one, it just doesn't really match for me. It doesn't click. just for how different it is and the different styles that I use. But regardless of that, it's still, I wouldn't say it's my best park, but it's still getting there. It's got a long way to go. And the first ride I start with, I believe, is... Did I actually start that first? I can't remember if it was a Wild Mouse or if I did just a flat ride first. You'll end up seeing it anyways, but the Wild Mouse that I do, I end up naming it something. I honestly can't remember the name of it. I'll probably... No, I think it might be too long for a title of the video. Anyways, it's the same theme as the little entrance that you see there. It's got the same colors and all of that. And I don't really keep that same like color thing going throughout it. I do have some jungle aspects like going throughout the flat rides, but it's nothing like just set in stone and just one theme, sort of like the last one. And what else was there? So far there's only 2 episodes that I have to put together for this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream this Sunday or the following Sunday to continue recording for it. If you notice a slight dip in the quality, I'm still messing around with my OBS settings, because every time I would stream, my what would it be called? It kept skipping, whatever that's called. I said that problem like a couple episodes ago, or the problem that I was having. I think it was skipping frames. I think that's what it was. And I went and did their little setting where it basically just scans what you have and how good your PC and internet is, and it gives you like a bit rate and all of that set in stone to work with. And the one it gave me was so low, but it still was not dropping any frames, which is weird because I used to be able to stream at an enormous bit rate and perfect quality, and nothing was wrong with it. I didn't have any problems with it, and I think maybe there was an update and it just messed with the settings somehow. And anytime I sort of go a little bit higher with a bit rate, it starts dropping frames like hardcore, and it is such a pain to fix because I'm still trying to figure it out. And that's sort of a reason why the quality is a little bit less. I want to say it's at 720, but that's probably not true. I'm gonna end up rendering this in 1080p 60, but that's still not gonna change the fact that it was recorded in a lower setting. But I don't know what to do about that though. That is just a major pain, because my internet is perfectly fine. I've got it all, wired, and everything's perfect. I think I get like 200 megabits per second download. I'm pretty sure that's good enough to stream. I probably need to just do a quick stream on YouTube and just see if there's any problems with it there. Because if there isn't and it's still like high quality, then that means it's on OBS side. And then I have to email OBS and then, go through the whole thing. I've been a bit lazy on doing that, because I've been doing a lot of other stuff. A lot of you know that I'm in a team called Majin, and we're currently in 2 separate tournaments. So I'm spending a lot of time on Call of Duty instead. So anytime I'm not playing this game, I'm most likely playing Call of Duty, whether I'm streaming it or just playing it in general. And those were my last two uploads that I had on the channel. And the first one was just a little leftover Taj, I guess. I just wanted something to throw together with the clips that I still had, which is why I ended up sending that over to Logic, and a huge shout out to him for getting that edited in like a day or two. That was insane. I ended up uploading it, I want to say it was Thursday night maybe, but without him doing that, I wouldn't have had an upload for that week, and that would have ended up messing up my streak. So thank God for him doing that. And then the last upload was my introducing to Majin. It's more of a reintroducing because I do have an introducing on the channel already from 2017, I believe. But this one is it has much better clips and a much better variety of clips, I guess. A really smooth edit as well, with a pretty nice song. And what else do I have to say for this episode? I already went over those. I went over the past uploads. I'm sort of going off topic from the Parkitect video, but I'm sure it's all right. You know, you guys most likely are just watching the gameplay, and I wish I could speed it up a little bit more, but in order for me to do that, I'd have to render the video and then go through and speed it up again and then render it, and then I'd be able to put it in there, and then it'd be much faster, and it wouldn't be a 20-something minute video. But with the laptop that I have Vegas Pro on, it's not good enough to render for that long. And I've had quite a few times where I'd have to upload pretty late because the render failed, or my laptop would just randomly restart in the middle of the night during the render, even though I have all the update settings turned off. So that's Windows for you. They'll just update everything whenever they want. But that aside, I did want to talk about what I'm going to try to be doing. I'm not sure the date when, but I will post about it on Twitter. So if you aren't following me on Twitter, go ahead and go to the description. It'll be there, linked somewhere. And I'm gonna come up with a stream schedule, like an actual one, where I will be consistent with it and not just stream like once a week or twice a week, but have a certain amount of days. I'd want to say a good amount would be 5 days a week of streaming, because I really do feel like since I had stopped streaming for a couple months, my stream has sort of dipped down in quality a bit. And I'm not talking like visual quality. I just mean like the stream in general. Like, I haven't really had a face cam here and there when I used to have it pretty much every single time. And it's a pretty expensive camera that I have, so I probably do need to use that. I think my girlfriend's currently using it for some of her videos, but I would like to start doing that kind of stream again. I wouldn't say it's gonna be all Parkitect or all simulation games or all Call of Duty. It's gonna be a mixture of a bunch of different games, and I'll probably end up having polls here and there, asking what you guys want to see and what you want to do during the stream, so I can actually get this going. Because at the moment, I'm not really gaining any subscribers or any followers for streaming or for uploading videos on YouTube here, whether it's Parkitect or any of my montages. So I think a pretty good way to do that is to sort of be consistent with streaming and reach an audience there. And I would love to do that at some point. And for me to do that, I'm going to have to move my current setup to another part of the house, because where I have it right now, I don't really have just a wall behind me. I have like a little hallway behind me. So anytime my girlfriend wants to go to our bedroom or to the kitchen, she'll just be walking in and out of frame every time, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna have to end up moving it to another place in the house, and there's a few things that I would like to get in order to do that. I'd like to get 2 more different monitors, because the one that I have right now that I'm using sort of to look at the chat and all of that, it's a widescreen monitor, and anytime I switch over to recording Call of Duty, I have to like fix the width of the recording for some reason, because of the width of the monitor, and it is getting kind of old. They're not terrible monitors, like I could probably go without getting new ones, but I think it would be a lot easier on me to get 2 of the same monitors and play on the same one that I'm currently playing on, which is like, I honestly can't even remember what it is. I know it's like a Strix Acer, I think. I've got no idea. It's a curved monitor, and it's pretty good. It's pretty big, but so it takes up a lot of my desk. So yeah, I've got that on my list, and I think that's around $300 for both of those. And I'd like to get one of those room divider things to put behind my desk, so that when I'm facing towards the open room, they're not like just a bunch of cords just hanging around when people walk by or whatever. I'd like to get another shelf to sort of have a decoration kind of in the background, or to the side of me rather, if it'll fit. I'm not sure if it will, but I haven't measured everything out. I do have like 1,000,001 tubs of G Fuel that I would like to at least put somewhere, and maybe hang up a few posters, just something to look at rather than a blank wall. So I've got that on my list too. I want to do I guess LED lights on my desk. I used to have it on my desk during my first time streaming, but between then and now I've moved, and I have no idea what happened to those. I can't find them anywhere, so I'm gonna have to buy some new ones. I think they're only like $30 for some decent ones, and they'll be pretty nice to look at. There's like a bunch of different colors you can choose from, and sometimes it can sync to music, depending on how good it is. And I would like to get one more sort of not like a, I guess it's a table, but not really, to set my PC on so it's not sitting on top of my desk. Because with all of this stuff on my desk, I've got an Xbox One, a PS4, PC, 2 monitors. Like, it's taking up a lot of my desk, and I'm running out of space. So once I get all of this figured out, I'm going to tweet about it. I'll let you guys know for sure. And hopefully we can go from there and start streaming a bit more and having better quality videos and all of that fun stuff. If you guys have any other suggestions or what you think I should have in the background of my videos or add to my current setup for the streaming, just drop a comment below and let me know what you think. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.